18. Right, so let's go. Let's see if we can catch one of these sergeants. Hi, Sergeant David Riley. It's Jack Pritchard. Sorry, I need to phone you, Sergeant. Sorry, because I need to ask some questions, right? Because this new CAPS advocate worker is obviously, she tried to phone me yesterday, right? Obviously, when I was on the phone to Sergeant PIRIE. But I didn't obviously realise, right? So I just need to ask some questions so that I can state to her what, obviously, my complaints, because you've told me that I need to do it by an online forum. That's correct?
No, see the forum. It's I believe you've spoke to the advocate worker about
Aye,
that.
only once. I've not met her yet.
It's called a heads of complaints form.
Right, okay.
I mean, I was under the understanding that you would meet or discuss.
We are. I've got an appointment with her next week. I've got an appointment with her next week, Sergeant. Well, as long as I didn't get the jail, right? Because I spoke to you obviously before, right, regards this ASBO, right, and I spoke to Sergeant PIRIE, but Sergeant PIRIE gave me his opinion. Now I tell him the law, no my opinion, but he tells me yesterday it was my opinion. So yous have known now for quite a while, right, that PC Charles Duncan, I spoke to you on the 8th, right, of March, right, because I'd been on the phone to Susan Deacon's office and spoke to Stuart Mullen. And Stuart Mullen blames PC Charles Duncan. Now, I explained the policy to you. Now, this isn't my opinion. The law states, this is the law, it's not my opinion. The council's policy states for me to be taken to court to do with an ASBO, I have to have 3 separate meetings, and they've got to give me warnings if I've acted in an antisocial manner, Sergeant, but I've not. Right, so one is, I can appeal any warning, right, that the council give me. Right, now they've not given me any meetings, so if they did, I could appeal anything that they were going to state about my behaviour, but I've not acted in any manner. Right, so that means that I've got my 3 appointments, right, with the antisocial behaviour team. They've not had any meetings with me. They've got to offer me mediation. They've got to have further meetings, which I explained to Sergeant PIRIE, right? That would be with your antisocial police officer, PC Charles Duncan, and the antisocial behaviour team for East Lothian Council. They have not had any of the meetings either. So that means I asked you to look out the policies. I tell you that I had the policy in front of me. You tell me in my recorded call that you didn't know what the policy was, but you were going to look at it. So see you, as one of my acting officers, that are my point of contact officers, yous have been well aware of this. So I'm asking you the question right now, know my opinion, have you looked at the council's laws to do with how the council and Police Scotland approach your chief constable to sign that paperwork and take me to the sheriff court to apply for an ASBO? I've recorded you asking you, you tell me that you didn't have the policy in front of you, but you were going to look it out. So what I'm stating to you is, if you're my point of contact officers, you're talking to me on the phone. So you should be looking at this policy. So I'm up court on Monday. Now, this court case that I've been found guilty for, my solicitor refused to appeal it, right, which I've got recorded, right? We've brought up with Fiona, we've brought up with the supervision team. So see this supervision order. Sergeant Blair arrested me, right, for shouting and swearing at the farmer and his wife and videoing them with my mobile phone. So I was in breach of my ASBO. But if this ASBO is illegal, now Kate, you know Kate. Kate's a friend of yours, Sergeant Riley. You know who I'm talking about. Kate McAlpine, she's a friend of yours.
She's not a friend of mine. I know her through
right, okay.
her previous marriage to a police officer.
To a police officer, right, okay.
Well, we used to work with.
Okay, so Kate spoke to the council's solicitor with me in 2017. 3 days before my trial, they sent the sheriff's officer back down to my house, Douglas. And Douglas is videoed. And he states to me on video you must be doing something right, Jack, because the council aren't taking you to trial anymore. Because we explained to the council solicitor, myself and Kate. So the council knew that my ASBO's false. The solicitor knew. So see this court case of me getting lifted, that's illegal. You're Sergeant Blair from Musselburgh Police Station, Kate was here. He arrested me. Now, I've spoken to the principal of the solicitor's firm yesterday, because I spoke to him over a month ago regards my complaints for misrepresentation from the lawyer, right, their lawyer, because he wouldn't listen to me. So all it took was, see, when I got arrested for this breach of so-called ASBO, all that solicitor needed to do was, I had the council's policy to do with antisocial behaviour and how it goes about. So that solicitor only needed to show that to the sheriff, stating, well, my client's not had any of these meetings, no warnings, no meetings with the council, no mediation, obviously no further meetings with the council's antisocial behaviour team, and your antisocial behaviour officer, PC Charles Duncan. So, Sergeant Susan Deacon's office, Stuart Mullen, is blaming PC Charles Duncan for getting your Chief Constable of Scotland to sign that paperwork and apply for the ASBO. But I'm afraid your Chief Constable's hung his cell. He's hung his cell by his neck because he signed that. So that's an agreement and a contract in Scotland. So I'm asking you, Sergeant, because I'm up court on Monday, so I'm asking you to look at the policy today. This is part of my complaint, and this is a recorded call that I'm making with you. You tell me you'd look out that policy and you'd go through it. So I'm asking you to look it out now. Because see, when I go up court on Monday, see if I get jailed, you're going to be responsible. Because you're my point of contact officer, and you tell me you never had the policy in front of you. I explained it to you, and I explained it to Sergeant PIRIE yesterday. But what he told me was, that was my opinion. He gave his opinion, blaming the council. But I tell him, no, your police officer had to apply to the Chief Constable to get that ASBO. So what are you going to do about that, Sergeant? I'm asking you in this recorded call now. I spoke to you a long time ago about this policy. So see if I go up to court, and I've not got a solicitor just now. I've got misrepresentation, right, obviously for a solicitor. It could have just showed him that policy, that sheriff. So your police officers arrested me yet again, held me under a false ASBO. See your cops coming down and arresting me on the 30th of March, right? All your 6 cops putting me in fear in a state of alarm at my property and arresting me for the weekend. You've arrested me yet again under false allegations, under a false ASBO, under a false supervision order, under a false harassment order, and obviously under a false community payback order. So see Fiona MacDonald, we'd be talking to Ashley Moore, the supervision lady, because Fiona was attending every Friday with me. But see, every time that I brought this up, Ashley Moore told me she wasn't willing to listen to me. So see, if she works for the council and she's in touch with Kenny Black, well, I tell her to tell Kenny Black that I was after his job. Ken what Ashley Moore stated in front of Fiona MacDonald? She told me that she was taking that as a threat. And I stated, no, if I've got the proof. Now, what I stated to Fiona was, see, because I've got learning difficulties, Fiona, I didn't care if I worded that correctly. I says, but what I stated is, I'm after Kenny Black's job, so you tell him, Ashley, because he's the head of the antisocial behaviour team. So see if he's not followed his policy. That would be correct, Sergeant. If Kenny Black, the head of the antisocial behaviour team, right, has not followed his policy, and you're police, and you've applied to your Chief Constable of Scotland, and that's went to a sheriff court. Now, you've done that on purpose to stop me videoing outside my family home. I also got told by the sheriff that I couldn't use a dash cam. Your police have been given that video evidence where my vehicles have just about been constantly put in collision with Mr. Stevens' business vehicles outside my family home, and especially at that T-junction. Your police officers have been videoed taking that evidence for me. So see, under the Police Public Order Act 2006, Section 34, your police have interfered with my evidence, Sergeant. That would be correct, isn't it? If a police constable or any higher ranking police officer is taking statements from me or any evidence and witness statements, your police have interfered with my evidence. Is that correct?
Mr. Pritchard,
Aye.
I'm not going to get drawn into any of these.
Drawn?
You've go and let me finish.
Okay.
Please. You've just told me you've got an ongoing court case.
That's correct.
Okay?
But it's illegal.
Can I just finish speaking, please? I'll listen to you for a considerable period of time there.
Right, all right. Fine, Sergeant. Sorry.
It's classed as sub judice. See any information is under consideration in the court.
Yes.
It wouldn't be appropriate for me to consider an ongoing court case. So
Excuse me. Yes, it would.
Okay? Now, Mr. Pritchard, I'm not even going to...
So excuse me, are you refusing? I'm telling you, PC Charles Duncan signed that ASBO for your chief constable. I'm giving you that information. You're my point of contact officer for Police Scotland. I gave you that information ages ago, so you could have spoke to PC Charles Duncan to check that the information that I've gave you is correct, Sergeant. So you've refused to do that, and you're trying to do it now in this call, right? You're refusing. It's your duty. It's your duty as a police officer to check with PC Charles Duncan if I had any meetings with the council about my behaviour, if I had offered mediation, right, and he'd be able to tell you, because seeing Inspector Neil Mitchell's final response to do with my criminal allegations against Kenny Black and PC Charles Duncan, well, PC Charles Duncan states quite clearly in Inspector Neil Mitchell's so-called investigation, he's never met me. He's never met me. The antisocial behaviour officer that's applied to your chief constable has not met me. So I'm telling you how the policy works. So I'm asking you again to go online and check the council's policy on how an ASBO works and how they've got to proceed in using that ASBO to apply to get your chief constable to sign this. I'm asking you, Sergeant, and this call's recorded, so see if you fail to do that, you're going to be in severe neglect of duty, you as a sergeant and my point of contact officer. So I'm asking you again, and then my call's recorded and I've got witnesses here, what are you doing about checking the council's policy that your police officer has applied to the Chief Constable of Scotland? You could do that. You could get in touch with Charles Duncan, PC Charles Duncan, anytime that you want. I'm up court on Monday, and I'm going to bring up with the sheriff that I've spoke to you in a recorded call. And I've explained the policies, not my opinion. I've explained the law to do with that policy. So I'm asking you now, right, as my point of contact officer, are you refusing to download that policy or look at it or speak to PC Charles Duncan?
I'm going to refer you again, Mr. Pritchard, to the restrictions that are in place. I want to just make this clear for a very good reason, okay?
Okay.
Now, you know the process, and my colleague explained that to you.
I can't read and write.
I've explained it to you many times, okay? For me to deal with any complaints you've got against the police, whether it's Charles Duncan or whoever it may be, okay, I would not kickstart any of the inquiries or investigations until we've met and I've taken a note of all your complaints.
Excuse me.
Okay, so
okay, that's fair enough, Sergeant. That's fair enough, right? So I need to ask you some more questions, please, if that's okay.
No, Mr. Pritchard, no. If you've got complaints against the police, you've got your advocate to work on. Please follow the process. Right,
okay. But I'm asking you because I've been right. Okay, well, I've been told that this case is closed. So here you go, folks. There you go. Right, so what I was going to bring up with him, right, is, sorry my phone was a bit shaky, because this is what I mean. Right, there we go. Sergeant Davy Riley, my point of contact officer. I spoke to Sergeant PIRIE yesterday to do with my ASBO. Right, now they're meant to be my 2 point of contact police officers. Right, now they've refused. Right, he's refused point blank to do his job. Right. All he needs to do, he told me in my recorded calls that he'd never had the policy right in front of him, right? Well, I did, but he told me he was going to download it, Right, so see if he downloaded that and I've told him about, not my opinion, about the laws to do with an ASBO, bang, that would be it. Right, so here we go, right. Incident number 1668, right. I've spoke to PC Walker for Fetties, right, and this is regards this, guys, okay? Right, now, you can see it yourself, right. Now, what it states here, okay, is this. Now, I've brought this up with PC Walker because Sergeant Brian Smith, the fanny for Fetties, it runs these so-called safety camera vans, right? He's telling me Sergeant Brian Smith's been shifted, okay? So, we've got the speed camera van. You need to pay attention to this, people. Okay? So there it is, bang. I asked PC Walker for Fetties because Sergeant Brian Smith, the fanny, it doesn't ken any road traffic act laws, right, to do with their speed camera van parked on giveaways, right, in T-junctions. PC Walker, when I ask, is the law different for England to Scotland regards your safety camera vans, he tells me not, right, so any member, your police workforce is no exempt, right. Now I've memorised this because it's been read out to me, right. So basically what it states is, bang, right, they can't be treated for any different, right, and this is why, obviously, this has happened, right. So my other one that you've heard me about, right, is to do with Sergeant Faulconer. Now, Sergeant PIRIE has been recorded by myself, right, to do with Sergeant Faulconer refusing to take hate crime. Now, this one here, right, now, Sergeant Faulconer refused to take hate crime off my daughter with disabilities, okay? And what we brought up was, we brought up to do with the corruption, Midlothian Council, right? Now, see the safety camera van, it's parked in Midlothian, covered with Midlothian Council, right, okay? So I've spoke to the MP's office for Dalkeith and Midlothian. They tell me to get in touch with the council. Now, I've done this, okay? So you need to pay attention to this, guys, okay? Right, so here it is, read this, right? Now, I made this complaint of criminal allegations of corruption towards Midlothian Council. Sergeant Faulconer, who my daughter recorded refusing to take hate crime. My second allegations of corruption, Midlothian Council. Manager facing groping claims, right? So here he is, right, okay? Mark Turner, Wendy Chan. Right, now Mark Turner is employed by Midlothian Council. Right, sexual discrimination, okay? Now, Mark Turner and Wendy Chan, this is recorded in the police station in Musselburgh, Sergeant Faulconer and PC Pete. Now, Sergeant Faulconer tells me this is a complaint against the council. No, it's not, because Mark Turner, sexual harassment with Wendy Chan. Right, okay, 2002. There it's there. 2003, the Herald. This is part of your investigations into major corruption with the police and councils. Okay, see it here. Look, see, the Herald. Bang. So Wendy Chan is paid out sexual harassment. Look, see, read it. £8,360. Sexual discrimination. But you know the thing is, guys, is so he's been guilty of this. That's Mark Turner against Wendy Chan. But what happens is everybody knows about this. in Dalkeith in Midlothian. So see this one, breaking news. See it? Now, this isn't breaking news, because everybody's kenning about this. So, you know, Ken, here's the date there. Okay, see it? Now, it's no breaking news, you ken why? Because these corrupt bastards from Midlothian Council took Mark Turner back on as Mark Rankin after he was fucking done for sexual harassment to Wendy Chan. Both of them working for Midlothian Council. He was the roads manager, right, for Midlothian Council. Okay? Bang. He's been done for sexual harassment. Mark Turner is taken back on again in the same job. Exact same job by Midlothian Council. Breaking news. There he is. His name's Mark Rankin. Okay? Now, Mark Rankin is ripped off Midlothian Council for fucking £2.5 million, folks. So see my daughter recording Sergeant Faulconer in PCP on the 17th of November in 2018, refusing to take hate crime. They refused to take this off me. Now, there's two chaps for the Thistle Foundation. That's in Edinburgh, Nidri. Now, these guys are a marvellous organisation, this Thistle Foundation, because they deal with guys with learning disabilities and mental health issues. So I sponsored them that day, right? There's £8 a month comes out my account to sponsor the foundation at the Thistle Foundation. I've had personal letters for, obviously, teenagers, right, stating thank you very much for making that donation, because it helps me so much, right, in getting the help for the Thistle Foundation. So, Sergeant Faulconer, right, telling me, trying to fanny me fucking off that this is a complaint to the council. No, it's no. It's major fucking news. Get it together, you corrupt bastard refusing to take hate crime off my daughter. There it is, guys. Look, manager facing grope fucking claims, right? He sexually harassed fucking Wendy Chan. He's working for Midlothian fucking Council, right? That lady has been sexually fucking harassed in work, right? She's been paid out. There it is in the Herald, right? 2003, £8,360. Look, that sick fucking motherfucker touching up a fucking female at a fucking work. And the council take Mark Turner back on. He's fucking done with sexual fucking harassment, sexual discrimination against a lady, right? And these fucking corrupt cunts at Midlothian Council have taken this bastard back on under Mark Rankin. There it is. Right, Mark Rankin. Sorry if I'm raising my voice, guys, but this fucking pisses me off. You know why? Because, see, in February, there was a big fucking massive protest outside Midlothian Council because they've cut all the funding, right, for the schools. That's for children. They've cut all the funding because there's no enough money. Because these corrupt bastards, right, have taken Mark fucking Turner back on as Mark Rankin, and he's been found out. Now, it's more than £2.5 million that he's ripped the fucking council off. So here's all these fucking kids, right, in school in Midlothian, and they're getting fucking deprived, right, of music lessons, right, and everything else, because they've cut all their funding, and there's a big massive protest outside the council buildings in February. It was on the TV, it was in the newspapers about this big massive protest, right? So see this breaking fucking news? You're nothing but a bunch of corrupt lying bastards, okay? So I spoke to the MP for the Labour Party regards this, in recorded calls, and the speed camera van. And I was told to take that up with the council. The MP's office for Midlothian, they refused, and they told me to get in touch with the council. I've spoken to the council on recorded calls. One is about this fucking speed camera van being parked illegally, right? Two is to do with this. Now, I got told that I was going to get a phone call back for the chief fucking executives, Midlothian councils in my investigations. It never fucking happened. So I took it up with the MSP for Midlothian as well. They weren't interested either. Fucking bunch of corrupt fucking motherfuckers. So see poor Wendy Chan here, guys. She's been sexually fucking harassed at her work, right? Mark Rankin's fucked because she's been paid out 8,000 fucking 360 quid, and these bastards take Mark Turner back on as Mark Rankin. Now he's ripped the council off for £2.5 million fucking pounds. Fucking corrupt cunts, man. Taking on a guy that's been done for sexual harassment as Mark Turner sexually harassing Wendy Chan in Midlothian Council buildings. What a bunch of sick motherfuckers. So who's going to do fucking something about this, guys? So you've heard Sergeant Davy Riley. It's no my opinion to do with Matt Asbo. It's fucking law. It's law. They've not had any meetings with me. Right? Do you hear him? He's had plenty of opportunity, right, to check this out, right, that bent, corrupt, wee public schoolboy, PC Charles Duncan, he's in my videos already on YouTube. He's a corrupt little fucking public schoolboy, so he should be out of fucking a job. He should be in the jail for fitting me fucking up with the council. Right, now, I was up court on the 20th of December today with Councillor Colin McGinn for the Labour Party making false allegations. Right, the council sent me out recorded delivery letters today with this court case. So see that bent fucking corrupt cop, right, Sergeant Davy Riley and Sergeant Craig PIRIE. Well, I tell they fucking two bastards. See, as soon as I get out of fucking court, I've got 5 businessmen to state that Councillor Colin McGinn's a lying bastard, because the only person that was swearing was him. You ken what he's watching, guys? He's watching all these bent, corrupt fucking cops arriving with their blue lights on today with the safety camera van. Right, what the fuck's going on here? Right, major corruption. Right, I'm signing off. Sorry for taking so long. 26th of April, Friday, 2019. And you fucking heard bent, corrupt, wee weasel Sergeant Davy Riley refusing to check, right, the laws to do with how an ASBO works. Now, see yous, you need to stand up for your fucking rights or these bastards will walk all over you. Right, so I'm still going to carry on with my investigations into fucking corruption in Scotland. Right, bent bastards. See you later. Hugh Jorgen, signing off. Have a nice weekend.